Cranes?
Teresa, what the hell are you doing here? I know what you're doing here, Teresa.
It's not what you think, Louis.
You have been lying to me all this time. Telling me that you were over Ethan Crane. That you stopped fantasizing about that jerk. But you haven't, have you? Ethan is why you are here. You were snooping around, hoping to catch a glimpse of him, weren't you? Maybe talk to him?
No, Louis.
I have told you over and over to stay away from the Crane family, haven't I?
Yes.
No, but you didn't listen, did you? You just kept on with your ridiculous dreams, and now I catch you sneaking around here trying to catch a glimpse of him? What is wrong with you, Teresa? Haven't I warned you what could happen if you went near the Cranes?
Nothing will happen.
Look what happened to Papa.
You have no proof the Cranes had anything to do with Papa's disappearance.
Maybe not yet, but I will. They're cruel and they're dangerous. They use people like us and then throw them away. I will not stand back and let that happen to you or anyone else in our family again. And you disobeyed my orders to stay away from the Cranes, from this house. And you leave me no choice but to follow through on my threat.
Oh, Louis, no, please.
No, I can and I will. You're going away to a convent school far away from this town. So you will never come in contact with any Crane again.
Please don't do this.
Look, this is for your own good, Teresa. You're going away to a convent school as soon as I can make the arrangements. I probably should have done this a long time ago, but I stupidly believed you when you said you'd stay away from the Cranes.
I can't leave Harmony. I can't leave my friends, and I can't leave Mama.
Well, you should have thought of that before you disobeyed my orders to stay away from this house.
Oh, excuse me. I didn't know anyone was out here. You must be Pilar's daughter, Teresa.
Yes.
I'm Sheridan Crane. I wanted to thank you for bringing by my blouse today.
Your blouse?
Yes. I wanted to wear it tonight, but I didn't realize that Pilar had taken it home to be mended. It was very sweet of your sister to bring it by here for me.
Wait a minute. That's what you're doing here? You came to deliver a blouse for Mama?
That's what Miss Crane just said.
I'm sorry I flew off the handle like that, Teresa. Just to seeing you here in this house. I shouldn't have jumped to conclusions.
Well, that just seems to be your modus operandi, doesn't it, officer?
It's just that I've had a really bad day. I had a run-in with Julian Crane for starters, and so when I saw you here, I just blew. Look, I should have known when you gave me your word never to come here that you wouldn't break it. I'm sorry, Teresa.
It's okay, Louise. I understand. Oh, but I'm going to be late for school if I don't go now. Excuse me.
Go ahead.
Nice to meet you, Miss Crane.
You were pretty hard on your sister, weren't you?
Oh, this is none of your business.
Yes, it is, since you're using my family's name as an excuse to yell at your poor sister.
Look, I love my sister, and I'm just trying to protect her. You had no right to eavesdrop.
Oh, I hardly heard anything at all. But it was enough to make me realize, once again, how much you hate the Cranes. Why? What have we ever done to you?
Like your family would ever admit anything.
Admit what? What is it you think my family has done? I demand to know. Well, I want an answer, Luis. What has my family done to make you hate us so much?
I've told you my feelings about your family.
Oh, yes, where it lead us to arrogant rich people. But that still doesn't explain why you would send your own sister away to a convent school just for being in this house. There's more to your hatred than that.
It makes me sick to see the stranglehold that your family has on this town. And your brother and your father, they don't care about what they do or the people they hurt with their actions.
How have they hurt people?
Well, for one, they think they own this town and everything in it.
You said that. And yes, the Cranes do own most of the businesses in Harmony. So what? Those businesses provide jobs. They help the economy. How does that hurt the people in Harmony?
It's the way the Cranes treat people. The way you think you can get away with anything.
Get away with what? You're not telling me anything specific. What makes you dislike my family so much?
I'm not about to get into this with you. Or your brother. The only person I'm going to discuss it with is Alistair.
My father?
Yes. And I plan on having a meeting with him when he comes back into town.
Why do you need to talk to my father?
Goodbye, Miss Crane.
Wait, I asked Oh, damn him! What in the world would Luis need to talk to my father about?
No way. Julian Crane tried to get you fired?
Did my brother go for it?
No. Sam stood his ground. As much as I hate to admit it, Sam wasn't the only one who stood up to Julian in my defense.
Who else?
Sheridan Crane.
You're kidding me.
No, she got Julian to back down.
I told you she was nice.
You know, there's nothing nice about any of the Cranes. I'm sick of the way they think they rule this town and everyone in it. I'm not intimidated by them.
Well, it does seem like Julian Crane has it in for you. I wonder why.
Well, maybe he's worried that I'll find out what his father did all those years ago.
Alistair Crane?
Yeah. I'm sure the old man had something to do with my father's disappearance. And he covered it up.
Yeah, well, you've told me that before. But you don't have any proof.
No, not yet. But I intend to get to the bottom of it when Alistair comes back to Harmony.
Oh, Luis, you're just asking for trouble, buddy. You know, just be grateful that Sheridan smoothed things out for you and leave it at that.
Are you nuts? Sheridan was the cause of the problem in the first place.
Well, if her name wasn't Crane, you would probably be thanking her for helping you out.
If her name wasn't Crane, this problem wouldn't exist.
Okay, fine. I just can't fight with you when you get something in your bullhead.
Okay.
I should probably be glad that you feel this way about her.
What's that supposed to mean?
That if you didn't have a grudge against the Cranes, you probably would have made a move on her by now.
Not a chance.
Yeah, well, Sheridan's beautiful, and she's smart, and she's fun. She's just your type.
Hardly. I like a woman with warm blood in her veins, not ice water.
Oh, man. You are so wrong.
It's what's inside a woman that makes her beautiful. There's nothing inside Sheridan but a massive Crane ego.
Okay, fine. I'm glad not to have the competition. I think she's pretty special.
I've warned you about her, Hank. Be careful.
Well, don't worry about me.
Fine. I've wasted enough time today talking about the Cranes already. I gotta go home and apologize to Teresa about something.
Do you mind if I come along? Watching you grovel would just make my day. What, is that a yeah or a no?
Sure, Teresa's home from school by now.
Yeah, well, she's probably hiding under a bed. If I had you for a brother, that's where I'd be.
Come on, Hank, I made a mistake, and I'm gonna tell her I'm sorry. It's just when I saw her at the Crane Mansion, I went a little crazy. I feel terrible.
Well, you should.
Don't make me feel worse, all right? I'll find a way to make it up to her. At least I know she still isn't thinking about Ethan Crane. She wouldn't do that to me.
Can you imagine if Ethan ever became your brother-in-law?
Don't even joke about it, Hank. If Ethan ever touched her or came within 100 feet of her, I'd kill him.